Welcome back to GTA 5 Melee Only, your one-stop shop for GTA 5 and chillin'. We're starting things off fast here with the Pareto score setup. We pick up wheels from the bus stop and make our way over to stake out the bank. Now good old Cockstar expects us to shoot the alarm. Of course we can't melee from the ground, so we attempt to blow up a car only to realize that using gasoline blows our cover. Anyway, we prank call the fire department and borrow their truck. See, I thought that maybe we could just wet the alarm, but unfortunately that went nowhere. So instead we decided to position the fire truck just right and hop on top of the nozzle so we have just enough height to trigger the alarm. We then watch the police response time, head back over to Trevor's kitchen, select Chef as our extra gunman, and finally wrap up the Pareto score setup.
Gasolina? No.
Next up, we learn that Franklin is tailing the O'Neills, and of course Rockstar forces us to snipe. What the hell was the deal, man? We cannot escape this shit. Anyway, we get shot by an RPG and then swap over to Franklin and Chop to take out the last brother. We then make our way over to the hangar and finish up Predator. Before we're able to begin the Pareto score, we have to steal some military hardware, so of course we do just that. We then drop things off at the math lab, and immediately after begin the score.
Any questions?
Hello, Franklin.
What's up?
And for some odd reason, I noticed that this mission shows 3 door kicks in the span of like a minute. Nice. First thing we learn is that we are not allowed to swap to a normal melee weapon. Luckily, our armor protects us and we can still pistol whip. Unfortunately, Rockstar tosses a chopper our way, which leaves us no choice but to use a sticky bomb. We then do plenty of running and run into our next obstacle, a fence. We obviously can't shoot the fence down ourselves, however, we can both hit the fence with a gun and utilize any stray bullets from NPCs in order to progress. After taking down those fences, we sprint our way to the next part of the mission, which is just another standoff with the police. But this time, we're able to take out quite a few of them.
T, man, they're flying in the tank. We gotta move it, like right now.
Not a truer word has been said, Michael. We're swapped over to Franklin, who makes his way over to our trio in a tractor. I actually did this first try, as I'm pretty sure F-Dog's given some extra health right here. We pick up M&T and make our way to this warehouse where we're able to melee our way through just fine. We're then given our cut and wrap up the Pareto score. Funny enough, the setup was more difficult than the score. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next.
Jesus.
Derailed took forever, so hopping on the train was obviously the easy part, but the absolute instant I had to cover Michael's slow ass, shit went south fast. Let me sum it up. We're unable to just wait, and the game mandates we take out all of Merryweather's men. Of course we're doing this melee style, so we attempt to swim out to these boats, but we are not meant to be standing on these things and we were not meant to melee here. Trevor just wouldn't target these guys. Eventually I did somewhat get the hang of things, I just had to be very precise on our swing. Unfortunately, we also had no choice but to use the RPG and sniper, as we were sent both helicopters and reinforcements to deal with, and Rockstar's boner just had to show itself. After about 6 hours of this bullshit, we're finally able to make it through, and of course are told to either shoot as Trevor or drive as Michael. For the first part of this trip, we decided to play as Trevor and just tough it through with his ability, which just barely worked. We then do some boating as him, and make it safely to shore. We then watch our duo have a moment, and we finish up Derailed. As always, everyone, on to the next.
Hey, what's up?
Bullshit.
What size flipper you wear?
So we swim our way into the IAA facility and are forced to use the stun gun. Luckily, we're allowed to use really anything to progress. However, the second half of this mission was just brutal. So I noticed that Steve just stands around with his dick in his hands and Davey's basically shooting blanks. Of course, this mission took around 4 hours to complete and we died plenty of times. A few things we did to assist ourselves along the way was block Davy's cover points so that he'd actually shoot the agents. We even pushed Steve and Dave around in hopes of better positioning them, and of course that only helped so much. Now, the final part of this mission took a whole lot of RNG to get through, but eventually Rockstar gave us the perfect RNG needed and we were able to slowly power our way through. We see the Paperman hold Steve at gunpoint, drop off the shaving cream and Patricia, and finally wrap up monkey business. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay safe, stay sharp, stay gaming. Pudgy Boy out.